Hi guys and gals, it's me George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and I'm sure you've been wondering where I've been at. Well, I was under the weather a little bit, and it was a busy week with the holiday. Hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving. But I have had a chance to get out here today. This is Saturday, and I had been out here, I don't know, Monday, I think, for a little while. And the carburetors are permanently mounted on there now, and I have all my fuel lines and the lines for the pulse for the fuel pumps on the carburetors all plumbed in. And the biggest thing I've been working on today is the throttle linkage, and it's not done, but it's going on 8 o'clock at night, and I've got to go in. But it's almost working. This is the way it's probably going to be. And you can see I have a wrench here coming off of the foot pedal. This is the original throttle pedal we had on it before. And you can see it interferes with my firewall a little bit. So we're going to have to make some modifications there. I'm not sure why that would be, since this was on here, and I could see one thing is that the firewall has gotten twisted since I unbolted it from the body. And I haven't figured out a return spring yet, and I actually only have one carburetor hooked into the throttle linkage, but the second one will be identical to the first one. And I've spent probably the last 3 hours tinkering with this throttle linkage, and I've had all kinds of different things going on here. What you can see that I have here now, and these aren't, I still got to finalize them because they're just kind of mocked in there to make them work. I may have to do some heating and bending, and you can see my pieces don't fit exactly square down here. But we'll take care of that. But let me show you over here. You can see I'm making the throttle pedal go up and down. See that? And it makes that work at the same time. So I'm happy with that. And I still have to finish cleaning and polishing the throttle linkage parts. I have polished this one here, so it's not quite chrome, and the same with the rod here. I polished it, and they'll get coated with urethane to keep them from tarnishing. And we're probably going to have some kind of fancy doodad in here to cover things up, so it's not just a threaded rod hanging out in the middle. And I still got to paint this. This is all got to come apart again and be finished off. And you can see I have my carburetor adjustment piece up here. This will be going back and forth between this carburetor and that carburetor when we're in the process of getting them set up and synchronized, so they're both drawing the same amount of air. And there's no fuel mixture adjustment on these carburetors, so the only synchronization I can do is with the throttle linkage. And so that's why it's important to get my throttle linkage all set up on both carburetors, because these idle speed adjusters will be the main way that I adjust the air coming in. And I can adjust this unit here by turning this down in here, and we'll show you that when we do it. As it's running, this will go up, and what we'll try to do is get them both set so they're about halfway up when they're all set and working together. I modified my radiator shell so I can get it in and out. I've got to make some more modifications to the mounting on it. I'm probably going to just have these two plastic wire bundle things screwed to the front to anchor it in there, because there's really nothing solid up on top of the motor like we had on the other one. And because we don't have that big chrome spring thing up there, what do you think about them apples? Will it stay up there? Look at that unit. And we'll make it so it sits on there straight, you know. That was a gift from the Heavy Chevy family, oh, a number of years back when we first started this project. So we'll think about putting that in there. And I've got my coil all mounted, the wires to my plugs, and our brand new plugs in, chrome plated, man. All of our heads are torqued down, and the chrome caps on them. Not sure what we're going to do with the exhaust because of the way our setup here is working. I told you about the stacks that I had stuck in here before. Well, that one would work okay on that side, and I could rotate it down some so it was sticking out. But when you get to the other side, the problem over here is it would have to be really sticking out off to the side like this. And the way it is right there, it would be hitting the firewall, so we'd have to come back up here, which we could do that, you know. We'll have to see. I'm still thinking about something that would curl down, but that's not an immediate concern. So that's where we're at. Probably the next video we'll have the body sitting on it and we'll be ready to start the engine. I've been trying to get these details. I have to have throttle linkage hooked up because I can't start it with the two carburetors separate and not connected together. And you can't work two carburetors while you're working other things too. So I'm figuring I'm going to make all of this throttle linkage permanent before we try to start it, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, weather permitting and other things not interfering, we'll be able to get it started this week. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, sharing, all them good things. I'm working at it, just slow going. Bye for now.